Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at Callaway Stadium, and as you can see behind me, the game has already started. But before the game got started, we did some tailgating. We had all kinds of food on the grill. So stay tuned. In a moment, we're going to take a sample of some of those. Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. And we are live at Callaway Stadium here this afternoon for the Callaway Love It game. But before the game, we're doing a little grilling and also tailgating. And I'm here with Jeffrey Tucker of JWT Catering. Jeffrey, I just want to ask you a few questions here. I see this big, nice grill here, and I see some array of meats up here. Let's just talk a little bit about what do you have up here for tailgating?
Well, up here for tailgating, we've got some hamburgers here. We got a hamburger, fresh hamburgers.
Okay.
We'll show you about that later. But I also have a chicken breast, I have some brocks, and I also have some ribs that's going on the grill later. But I also got a special treat for you. We're going to be grilling some pineapples and some onions and some apples, and maybe even a tomato too.
Oh my
goodness. You can grill vegetables as well.
Okay, well, you know, the aroma coming off of this is just really smelling good, and I'm hoping that you'll give me an opportunity to sample some of this a little bit later on, right?
Most definitely. You have to taste my food.
Absolutely. Well, you know, tailgating is, I guess, just a treat for everybody can enjoy, you know, family, friends, and, you know, we're going to get an opportunity to talk to some of the coaches and maybe the principal a little bit later on. But we also want to talk a little bit about preparedness as far as the food is concerned, because, you know, the summer, you know, hot and handling of meats, all of those things have to be taken, you know, into consideration when you're preparing food, especially when you're preparing it to feed, you know, other people and stuff. So let's just talk a little bit about preparation of some of the items that you're preparing here today.
Okay, the items I have here today, such as I pre-cooked some ribs to be on the safe side. I didn't want to bring raw ribs out here and put them on the grill because there are too many bacteria out there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the ribs back up to temperature on the grill to make sure they reach the proper temperature. And also I have some raw chicken breasts. Raw chicken breasts I keep in a cooler or ice. Anytime you're out on the outside, you have to watch the temperature zone, especially when it's hot weather outside. You know, bacteria can spread easily. And you may notice I got on gloves. Always wear gloves when you're cooking. And the safe thing to do is think about what you would do if you're outside and somebody else got to eat that stuff. I'm feeding a mess of people. So I have to be careful. I don't want anyone to be sick afterwards. That's
right. So we got, I borrowed 2 fish, but we got 2 chicken breasts there, right?
Right.
And a couple of loaves of bread, perhaps, Jeffrey?
Yeah, okay. We'll make a good sandwich there.
That's a good sandwich, that's right. All right. Well,
right.
Let me ask you, what kind of seasonings do you use, or is there a special seasoning that you use?
Well, for a tailgate, I want to keep it simple, using specialty things that people can mostly get.
Okay.
This here is a mixture of Lowry seasoning, salt, and pepper. That's just keeping it simple for people. But of course, you know, people watching their diet and all that kind of stuff, sodium intake, with this hot weather out here, you know, you can't have too much salt, you know, that kind of stuff. And I also have some just butter in this pan, even though the camera can't see it, but I do have
we can just kind of tilt it over, just melted butter there?
Yeah, just melted butter
all
here.
Right.
And I'll be brushing that chicken and with that. And I also have some barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Some nice thick barbecue sauce here for the ribs. And for that special treat I was telling you about earlier, those pineapple, grilling those pineapples, I have some brown sugar, and we're going to take a scoop of ice cream later and put on top of that pineapple. That's an outdoor treat for a dessert that's simple, that people can enjoy and do. All right?
Okay, man, Jeffrey, when we leave here, I'm gonna have to come to your house because I'm sure there's some really good eats there, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We eat our share, I say that.
Well, I get my share too, I'm gonna tell you. So,
okay.
you know, when you're talking about the various types of seasoning, I know that people perhaps have their own specialty things that they want to add, and I think the catch here is to have a good time at tailgating and grilling out, because it's all about coming together with your family and friends and enjoying the football game that we're going to do later on in the show as well. Right.
And another thing, Alton, I don't think we talked about is safety around a grill on the outside. You know, you want to make sure you're in a space where there's no flammable stuff around you and there's no kids and stuff that can bump the grill. And have all those things in place. before. Safety comes first.
Absolutely. You know, you're talking about safety too because you're outside here. I noticed that you have a water bottle over here. I think
Yes.
back over on the back side over here. We'll
do
get
have
a
a
camera
water
shot.
bottle.
Yeah, we have a water there, and that is for what, Jeffrey?
That water is for me personally washing my hands, for one, for sanitation use.
Okay.
Let me just give you a sample.
I'll just hold it here if you don't mind. Yeah.
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
Take these gloves off.
All right.
And let me show you here.
Okay.
A little water. Wet my hands just a little bit there.
All right.
And then we got paper towels out here. I always have to have paper towels.
Paper towel.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. You got me a big piece.
I got your big big daddy. Now, I also noticed, Jeffrey, that you have a hand sanitizer too. It's always a good item to keep.
Yes, especially on the outside, sanitizing. Because you're touching so many things. You're going from the grill to the table to the food. So you may want to make sure you keep your hands clean and sanitized on the outside at all times.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I mean, you have a nice array of things here. In a few moments, we're going to put some other items on the grill. Is that correct?
That is correct. We are going to put some more stuff on there.
And I heard you talking about barbecue onion too.
Yes.
Talk about that for me a little bit.
Well, barbecue onions. That's well, it's one of those things that come along with time. People want to try new things, and everybody loves onions with a hamburger and stuff. One guy decided he wanted to put barbecue on it, and you know, pickled onion's been around forever. So you take barbecue and sauce, warm it up, put your onions in it, and grill it.
Okay.
Grill those onions. Later on, I'll show you those grilled onions.
Okay, very good. So we have grilled onions, we have grilled pineapple.
Yeah.
We got chicken breast over here that's looking really delicious.
Yes, it is cooking up right about now. It's cooking at its peak.
Okay, we got some broth on the grill.
Yes.
We got hamburgers on the grill as well, and then we're also gonna have some ribs coming on a little bit later on.
Yes, we will. We'll have some ribs, some nice, good baby back ribs.
Some nice baby back ribs. You know what,
Off
Jeffrey?
the bone.
Off the bone ribs. and then the other thing that you told us, you pre-cooked those prior to bringing them out.
I did. That's a safe way to do it. For people who've been experiencing cooking, going from a raw product with something as heavy as ribs, it takes some time, but on a tailgate, you want to get in and enjoy yourself and get into eating before you get into the game.
That's right.
So pre-cooking your ribs is one way of doing it.
Okay. Well, Jeffrey, I'm telling you, I've really gotten hungry here. So I'm going to hurry over. I'm going to take a commercial break. And when I come back, we're going to do a little tasting of foods here. But before we do that, I'm going to jump over. We're going to talk to Dr. Greer and also Coach Bradshaw with Callaway High today. And then we're going to come back and enjoy some of this great food that you're preparing for us.
All right.
Well, thank you very much, Jeffrey.
You're welcome.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We're back for more City Week from Callaway Stadium here in just a moment. Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. And as I told you before we left, we're live out at Callaway Stadium. And now I have guests on, the principal, Dr. Janet Greer, and also the assistant athletic director, Coach Bradshaw. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show.
Thank you.
Glad to be
Thank you for
here.
being here.
Well, you know, a couple of weeks ago, Doctor, we came out for Media Day, and I'm going to tell you, it was just a remarkable outing. We talked to the coach and some of the players and talked with you, and it was just fun for everybody. Talk about what does it mean for you guys to have your second game going on here this afternoon.
Well, Callaway High School is a wonderful school, and I've been privileged to be the principal there since January and be introduced to all these wonderful coaches and wonderful students and great parents, and it's just a great family atmosphere. We're excited about our football team. They're young, and they work hard. They've worked hard all summer and gone to a lot of 7-on-7 passing camps, and so we're just real excited to welcome the Lovett School to Callaway Stadium tonight for what we know is going to be a great game.
I'm sure it is. You know, I'm ashamed to say I haven't been to a high school football game in quite some time, but I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful game this afternoon.
There's no better place to be on a Friday night.
That's right.
It's a wonderful atmosphere.
And the weather's just perfect, isn't it?
Perfect.
And I know Coach Wiggins and the coaching staff, who I worked with for years, are going to have the team ready to go.
That's right.
I mean, they're a dedicated staff. They got a good group of kids to work with that come ready to play every Friday night.
Well, very good.
Absolutely.
Now, Coach, you're the assistant athletic director there, Coach Bradshaw, and
Yes,
also the golf coach, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, talk
Yes,
about
sir.
that dual role for us.
Well, this is the first year in 10 years I haven't coached football, and it's been great to have a leadership role here at Callaway. I've been here for a long time. I've got a lot of time invested in this school, and I love it. Dr. Greer, since she's come here, she's taken the school in a great direction. And, you know, golf will be coming up in spring, and I'll be ready to kind of step back a little bit off the duties and coach golf and focus on that. Last year, we won the region championship for the first time. We've got a lot of second place finishes, been to state 8 out of the last 10 years. So we've got 5 kids coming back that are great golfers, and we look forward to another great season.
Very good. You know what, since you're the golf coach, I might need to come out and give me some pointers too, because they don't allow me on the course anywhere.
I'll try. I have to direct you to the pro though for that.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, it was a great afternoon. We did a little tailgating. We got some food cooking back here on the grill, and we're going to get an opportunity to kind of sample some of that a little bit later on. I'm looking forward to that. Jeffrey's back there doing a wonderful job. We got some pineapple and onions and chicken. I won't mention all the other things that we got going on back there. But let's just talk a little bit about we talked about the football team, but also a lot of the support comes from the band and the band members and the band boosters. Talk about that, Dr. Grill.
Absolutely. We have a wonderful new band director combo. Mr. Adam Wamsley has recently graduated from Georgia Southern, and he is a music man of all varieties. He sings, and he has done extensive work with the band, and we're real proud to have Adam here with us. Also, Dr. Ann Musco came to us from Georgia State. She actually worked, her past assignment was training people like Mr. Wamsley to be music teachers. Oh. And she teaches at Callaway Middle School and then helps out with the band here. So we're excited about our band program and growing the arts, the band and the chorus program. We also have a great visual arts teacher, Mr. Clint Robinson, who's extremely talented. So we're thrilled about the possibilities for the arts.
Absolutely. You know, I think that I'm a kinesthetic learner. Mm-hmm. If I get my hands on it, I can really understand and do it better. That's why I said I'm going to come out, coach, give me some lessons there, okay?
And to add to what Dr. Grill says, we've got a great group of dedicated teachers at the school.
Absolutely.
They really love the kids, they take care of the kids, and they push them hard to succeed. We've got a lot of programs in place to help these kids do what they need to do and to graduate on time.
And you know, it wasn't until I became an adult that I really, really appreciate what teachers do. Absolutely. You know, I think you don't realize when you're there as a student how much they pour into your life, because at that time you just think, oh, they just old, mean, grouchy individual. But when you become an adult, you really think, oh my God, they were looking out for my best interest, right? So.
I taught career connections for many years and taught kids about careers, and I always used to say the best thing you can be is a teacher. It is extremely rewarding, and you really never know how much influence you have or when you're having an influence. And at Callaway we do have wonderful kids, great dedicated teachers. We've put together a wonderful administrative team, and we appreciate you coming out for City Week and showcasing some of the great things we have going on. Mr. Tucker is one of our parents. His daughter's in the band, and Mr. Sledge is one of our parents. His son Adam does lots of things at Callaway. So we do have a great group, support group. It makes it easy for me to get up and go to work every day.
Absolutely. You
know,
know,
Greg, you might want to address the TV show we're doing now at school too. We've started up.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. I don't want to give too much of a preview.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But no, you're great. I've been working with Philip and Mr. Sledge. We're interested in letting the kids get in on the action and teaching them how to film and cut and direct. And so we've come up with a show. We think the name of it is going to be CHS for Real, R-E-E-L. That's what the kids have come up with. Oh. And there's a crew from Lagrange Television 19 that's going to come out next week and videotape some things. So we're excited about that possibility that we're going to do a pilot show and see if we can preview that. I think a lot of times children in high school get a bad rap, and the kids are awesome. They're wonderful.
Yes.
And especially those kids who can find themselves in some sort of niche and be involved in an activity. It's just wonderful, and if I could give parents any advice, that's what it would be. Get your child, encourage your child to be involved in something, and it doesn't matter if it's the golf team, the football team, the band, the Future Business Leaders of America, or the Ag Club. It does not matter. We've got a recycling group.
That's right.
It does not matter. Do whatever you love to do, and they'll be much happier young people for doing that.
We have a ton of opportunities available.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know, and you know, to you all's testament, the great teachers there, the students, the support system. You know, for a long time we only had 2 high schools in this county, Troop High School and LaGrange High School. And for Callaway to come on and have taken on the momentum and pouring into children's lives, I know this county has only been blessed by having a 3rd high school here in the area. And that again is attributed to the great leadership And you know, we can't speak enough volumes to the parental support too.
Absolutely.
That I know that Callaway have gotten since they, you know, came out of the ground as a school. So, you know, we just commend you and you, Coach Bradshaw, for all that you all are doing for our kids. And I know that I'm just itching to see one of those shows myself.
Yeah.
CHS for real.
CHS for real. Well, we're looking forward to showing some of the positive things that go on at our school. And the kids have written the show. They're going to produce the show. They're going to help with filming and the editing of the show. So Mr. Sledge and Lagrange TV 19 has taken on a tall order to come out and work with those kids. But they are very excited about it. We've been meeting some during lunch, and they're excited. So we're going to film next week and see how it turns out.
Very good.
And,
yes,
and to address your point, you know, about Callaway being a young school, this is the 16th year, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been there since the year 2000, and I always tell people I've seen it grow both academically and athletically, just exponentially. It's exploded over the past few years, and it's been exciting to be a part of that. And you know, it's the teachers, it's the administration, it's the parents, the boosters, the community, the kids. Everybody's getting on board, and it's been exciting.
Very good. I mean, you just can't speak enough about that, because that's what it's all about. Because you know, when you pour into these kids' young lives in the high school, these are years that they will never get back again. So if you can make their lives more exciting, those are memories that they will be able to take away with them for a lifetime. I can still think back to my high school day many years ago, the original Troop High School on Whitesville Road. And think about some of the things that I was involved with. And not to leave out anybody, but Coach Parsons, Mr. Johnson, my principal, Mr. Johnson, the band director, you know, all of those were people, Miss Shackelford and Miss Curry, again, were all very instrumental in my life when I was coming up in high school. I'll never forget the things that they did. Well, you know, the smoke and the aroma just coming up. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back, and we're going to go back over here with Jeffrey and start sampling some of these items that he has.
Wonderful.
It smells wonderful, doesn't it?
Sounds good.
So let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back, all right?
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more City Week.
Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. We're still live here at Callaway Stadium, and we just had a tribute to the 9/11 victims that fell that day on that awful, dreadful day in September. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined here now by some people that are going to help me taste some of this delicious food that Jeffrey has prepared. Let me just go around Jeffrey first of all and just introduce everybody, and then we're going to kind of take a sample of some of these items that we have here, okay?
Okay.
All right. I have over here Mrs. Tremoloni, assistant principal at Callaway High School. Another assistant principal, Mr. Mills, has his bib on. He's ready to get down. All right. And Coach, you met Coach Bradshaw just a moment ago. Dr. Grill, the principal, and also have my little brother here, Carlick Hatton, who's going to be joining us tasting some of these delicious treats. So Jeffrey, again, let's just talk about what do we have here on the grill, and we're going to kind of feed some of these individuals back here that's ready to dig in. All right?
All right. What we have here, we have some corn, roasted corn.
Okay.
Some grilled chicken breast, well seasoned, some brocks, a couple hamburgers here. I have more over there. And I have a grilled apple, a grilled tomato, dessert, which is a grilled pineapple.
Okay.
And I have some barbecue onions and some barbecue ribs here.
All right. Now, I think we've had everybody in suspense long enough. Y'all ready to eat? Yeah. Yeah, all right. Let's take a broth off, I guess, there first of all. Anybody want a broth? Go take one, okay?
All right.
Go ahead with a broth there.
There you go.
And most people probably like myself. So I think Ms. Tremoloni is the dessert lady, right? Want some grilled pineapple? All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Looking like some good grilled pineapple.
Grilled pineapple, like.
You're welcome.
Good. One of those burgers with the onion. There we go.
Yeah, now you know how to eat a burger.
That's right. All right. And grilled barbecued onion as well.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to try that.
You can't go wrong with a grilled onion.
No, you can't.
Barbecue.
That a sweet Vidalia onion?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
That's the only way to go.
Dr. Greer?
I'll try pineapple.
A pineapple also. All right.
And Carly, what would you like? A burger with onions as well. Burger with onions.
All right. That's all right. Let me see your plate here. Let me get you some onions here.
Now we also have back here, Jeffrey, we got corn that you just laid up there in the husk.
You're welcome.
Did you put anything on the corn?
No, I did not put anything. Most of the time I soak it in water, and you know the French guys, they like to soak it in water and wine, but we don't want to get nobody wet.
Okay, all right, definitely.
So we're just I just soaked it in water, so that water soaked in the husk, and that kind of cooks the corn itself.
Okay.
Get the moisture in it.
Okay, very good. Now you talked about the grilled apple there a moment ago, and that's going to be a dessert, right, Jeffrey?
Right.
Because talk about how you're going to utilize that.
That I was cut it in half and put ice cream in between it.
Oh, cut it in half. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Yes.
We hear the band cranking up there in the background, though.
We're here. It makes me want to get down.
That's right. All right. And also we have the grilled tomato here, Jeffrey.
Yes.
How are you going to utilize that too?
The grilled tomatoes is a vegetable. That
Okay.
will be your vegetable for today.
Okay. All right.
And
Very
it's
good.
seasoned with some butter and herbs.
Okay. Very good.
You try one?
He needs a veggie to go with
All
his.
right.
There you go.
There you go. There
And
you go.
also,
let me see here. I think I got some pork or something in there. There you go.
and I also want to just point out, Jeffrey, you have some ribs over here. You call them the fall off the bone ribs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And
Famous for those.
what did you put on those?
Those I put a little seasoning, barbecue sauce, a little bit of vinegar, but mostly it's the barbecue sauce.
Okay.
It's a dry rub barbecue sauce on there as well.
Okay.
I didn't soak them in sauce like I normally would do.
A little rub on it.
A little bit of that on there. A little bit of good.
Yeah.
Some of the chefs say.
There you go. Some of that good.
You know, some of the good.
Okay.
Let me break one off for you to try out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know if I can eat, and I'm gonna put it right here on the plate,
There you go.
and I'm gonna hold that for just a moment. Okay, let it cool off, because I don't want to burn my mouth. I'm sure.
No, I don't want you to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Now let me just ask back here. Good guys. Delicious. Very good. Very good. Very good. Time for kickoff.
Okay.
It's almost time for kickoff, Jeffrey. I think we're going to come back from a commercial break, and I'm going to sample some of these treats, and also get my crew in here to sample some, all right?
All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for City Week. We'll be back in just a moment for more of City Week. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed our show this afternoon. We're here live at Callaway Stadium, and now I'm with the band as they close out our show. I want you to come back and join us for more of City Week.